Hey, I am not missing. I'm still here. All right, so I decided to do a quick live today. Instead of doing a recording, I said, you know what? I'll just jump on and do a live because my schedule has changed so much, as I keep saying, and I just wanted to still give you all value and obviously still provide you all with a video. So maybe I might be resorting to these lives for some time, or probably a bit more, which is a lot easier, and I don't have to edit and do all that. Anyhow, so today I'm going to be talking to you about meeting potential clients. And the reason why I decided to do this is because I actually met a potential client over the course of last week, and I didn't recognize that she was a potential client. So that's why you have to be careful when you're talking to people, to just be yourself. And yeah, and I'll tell you all about it. So basically, I met this lady when I did my webinar with Wanda. And if you haven't seen that, definitely go look up that. I can't link it because I'm on a live. So definitely go look up the name of the webinar. I did a webinar with Wanda from Legal Shield. So it had named Starting Your Business the Right Way. And it was recorded live. It was a live recording, and I uploaded it the next day, I think, on the channel, so it's definitely there. Hi, whoever is watching me. I'm so glad that you are here because this is just like a pop-up. So you're right on time. I just started. I'm gonna talk today on my meeting this potential client. So she came on the webinar, and then we were supposed to meet, and then I was talking to her, getting to know her. She was getting to chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect you. Okay, so apparently the chat is reconnected now. Anyhow, internet. uh, the internet is never ever 100%. Anyhow, if you're here, I love. Hi, Ricky. Oh my God, Ricky. I thought of you today. I really did think of you today. I said I haven't seen you on the channel for quite a while, and I guess you were busy. Life gets us. It has gotten me. I have been very, very busy, but right. So I'm just gonna tell you, and then I'll take all your questions after. Okay. So basically, I met this lady, and we were talking, and I was getting to know her. She was getting to know me, getting to know about each other's business. And after talking to her, when that conversation was over, she said to me, I would like to actually work with you, and I would like to have like that consultation with you. And I was like, sure. So I set it up for today. I spoke with her today. And because I went through that process, I'm going to go through it over with you so that, because I actually use the spreadsheet that I created that's in the Facebook group. I use that spreadsheet of questions. I use that one. Just make sure that before you do your client calls, because obviously I do these videos and I always say things over and over again, which is like my processes and stuff. So they're ingrained in my brain, and I don't have to think about them. But if you don't know your processes by heart, at least write them down. Just try to remember them so that when you're speaking to clients, that it flows effortlessly, and therefore you're not stumbling over your words or anything like that, like probably what I just did. Anyhow, and so that's one thing that you don't want. You want to know your processes. The other thing, when you are having a potential client call, make sure that I know you're going to be nervous. And if you haven't built that relationship with the client before, so I had a conversation with her prior. And what I basically did is, when I started a conversation with her today, I just asked her how she was doing. And, we just really talked like two human beings. I figure you were busy, Ricky. I know and I obviously, you're like, I think YouTube has you as my number one commenter. I still have to check that back, but back when you were commenting all the time, they had you as the number one commenter. Anyhow, back to the potential client. We just replying to Ricky, who was writing in the chat and who's always here to support me, and I'm so grateful for his support. Sometimes your comments are the ones that got me to get up the next day and just do a video. Anyhow, see, comments really do count and do help YouTubers. They give you the little boost that you sometimes need. Anyhow, right. So basically, right, in that client call, I start off the conversation, by just, catching up from last week, basically. And, just cracking a little joke and just be yourself. I know that's hard sometimes to some people, but just be you, just be calm, just think of the person as, they're getting to know you as much as you're getting to know them, and use your consultation to really get to know that person. So the questions that are in the Facebook group that I provided, I actually use that. So I answer if I could record the video, but I'm not for you all, but for my purposes. So that when I'm working with her, that how I know how to, what her goals are, what she wants, and all that. And definitely, if you want a copy of that, go and join the Facebook group. It is in the description of this video, of this live. And I used those, and they were simple. She answered them because you want to get to know more about the client. If they're on the phone, ask them if you can record. If you can't record, I'm sure that you have a recording on your phone. So I have mine. Let me show you what I mean. So if I click call on my phone, let me call I'll call myself, right? So, well, I'm just calling a number. So then I just click like record on my phone. Oh, so anyhow, when you press the call button, there should be a button marked record on your phone, and you can record the conversation so that when it's finished, you can save that recording and you have that, and therefore you don't have to be writing down notes. If the person does not agree to you for you to record them, then just get your pen, have a book, because I have this book that I am going to be using to for all my business purposes, and I'm going to write my notes in them. So if so, say that she didn't allow me to record, I would just write her answers down, and I will put them on a Word document or a Google Docs document, and I will definitely put it down, and I mean write that out on a document, and obviously save her name, her business there, and put it all in one folder. Then what you also want is that non-disclosure agreement. Make sure you have a non-disclosure agreement, because one thing that she said to me today was, I so love that you have a non-disclosure agreement, because it makes me feel so comfortable sharing my information with you. So definitely get that non-disclosure agreement. I learned it the hard way, and because I learned the hard way, I'm sharing that with you. Definitely make sure that you know your processes up past the but what did I tell her up to? I told her up to the contract phase. So basically, I said to her, when if you're going to use my services, I definitely need to see your accounts for the last couple of months. And if it's their personal account, like if they don't have QuickBooks Online or anything like that, make sure that you get their bank statements, because you don't want to ask them for their bank account information to sign in. Get their bank statements if they have PayPal and all that. If they have PayPal and business accounts and they're not attached to like something like QuickBooks Online or Zero or Mint, you ask them for their bank statements for the year, or for however long that they want you. If they want you to go back years and years, you need to see all of that, so that so you can come up with an average amount. And what you have to do is, when they provide you with that, you're going to go into there, you're going to actually pull up that bank statement, and you're going to count every transaction each month. And what I do is that I'll write down the year, and then next to the year, also I'll put the year on the top, and then I will write, like say it's January. I say that January they had 100 transactions. I will put 100. February, when I count, they had 98 transactions. I put 98, and I'll do that. And when I'm complete, get going through all their transactions, what I will do is count the months, and then you count the months, and then you divide by the total amount of months that they were in business. and that's how you got the average. I think I might have said that wrong. Just go double check, but you just have to figure out the average of the. You have to figure out the average of so that you can find out what is the average amount of transactions that they do per month, and that's what you're going to put into the Excel sheet, and then it will help you to come up with your total, right? And just make sure that you know exactly. I see someone else is here with us, Ricky, and whoever you are, just say hi. I would like to say hi to you and thank you for tuning in as well. And right, so back to it. So just make sure though that you know your processes at the top of your head, like the back of your hand. Because after I I told her, I explained to her the that I will have to see her transactions. I then told her, well, and then next after that, I will be sending you a proposal. So it goes to non-disclosure agreement, then the proposal, well, the non-disclosure agreement, I see your transactions, everything, you send them over. Then I send you the proposal. And what you can also offer is break it down. And when I say break it down, when you send their proposal, say how much money it costs for per transaction and how much money it is to just do transactions for them. If you're going to be managing their bank accounts, say how much, say bank accounts, and then say how much money it will cost them per month. And then if you are going to be doing their QuickBooks Online, whichever thing they have, you say how much money that will cost. That's included in the cost because they can cover it themselves, or they can pay you and you can cover it. You can pay it for them too. So it's up to them or up to you what you want to do. So just make sure you utilize that list that I give you. Break those different areas that you charge for down so that the client can see what they are paying for, and maybe they might not be able to afford, let's say it comes up to like $500 and they're not able to pay that amount of money. Then the next thing you're going to do, the next thing that they might do is see what they can afford and choose those things. And then they will probably tell you, well, later on, I will, when I could pay for you to do those monthly consultations, I would definitely pay for that. So because if you think about it, for us, when you go buy something, you can see a breakdown. You look at your budget, you look at see how much money you have to spend, and then you come up with how much money you are going to use. How much money you choose to spend, how much money fits your budget, and you choose the things that you need, and then sometimes you leave out the other things that you don't need, and that's how it goes. So think about the business owner in that sense for them. And I hope that this really helps you with sending on your clients. And I just really wanted to come and do a quick video. Any questions, put it in the comment section. If you have anything other than this to ask, put it in the comment section, because that's why, I do these lives so I can answer your questions. I literally have probably like 10 minutes. Actually, I really have 5 more minutes here with you to answer any of your questions. I literally have to leave here now, and I'm on the road because I have to go and do some stuff. And that's why I did the live video instead of the recording. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. And if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. Anything to say, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, and I thank you all too for, just tuning in, just bearing with me, especially at this busy time where I'm not able to upload as much as I used to upload. I'm at least trying to do videos at least once or twice a week. And to say what those days are right now, I don't know what those days are right now. I'm just doing it as per my schedule allows. But definitely every week I will be coming. And even if it's just I do a live, I'll do a live. Because sometimes the recordings could be a bit much. Join the Facebook group, answer your questions, because in the Facebook group, for all those that are in the Facebook group, when they answer questions, they know that I reply because I always have my phone. And even if you're not in the Facebook group, you could definitely put your comments in the comment section. Answer your questions. Ask, ask, ask. If you don't ask, it cannot get answered because I can't read your minds. I can't see you, and I can't read your minds. I am no mind reader. I more than appreciate what you just said. Oh, what was that, Ricky? I said a lot. But know that I am here for you. I want y'all to have your bookkeeping businesses up, running, started, and be getting clients, more money. But just make sure that when you're getting clients, you're not accepting them for the money that you're getting, but for the person that you're working with. Because when you go work for, I will say it again and again and again, when you go work for a company, they choose who you work with. When you work for yourself, you choose who you want to work with. And don't bring on anyone to be a client when you know that they're difficult when to start, because you want your business to be something that you look forward to doing every day, and not something that you're like, oh, I gotta deal with her, I gotta deal with him again. You don't want that. So if you have to let down someone because of their attitude, because they think that, oh, you're working for me, so you have to do this and that. If they have that sort of attitude, you leave them. Because sometimes they would not be a fit for you, but they might be a fit for someone else. And if you know someone that could possibly deal with them, you can pass them on as well. Just you can let them off easy. And how can you let off a client easy, a potential client easy? Just tell them, about at this time, as much as I would like to work with you, I don't know if you'll be a good fit for each other. And I can either refer you to one of my bookkeeping to one of my bookkeeping friends, if you do have bookkeeping friends, or if you don't have a bookkeeping friends and you join the Facebook group, and you can share it in there as well and see if anyone else want to pick up that person as a potential client. So definitely, I you mentioned about being yourself. Oh yes, yes. That's one big thing. I am telling you, I remember the days, and this is not, oh my god, something just played in my eye. Wow. I remember the days when I did not even know what it is to be myself. And coming on camera, like, I this would have been a struggle. I'm already relaxed here talking to you, but I'm telling you, I never used to like to see myself. I hated me. And you have to learn how to love yourself, to be you. And people have to accept you for who you are. If they don't accept you, well, they don't belong and don't deserve to be in your space. And I know that this is like off topic on bookkeeping, but listen, I'm not only a bookkeeper, I'm a person, right? And you are all people, and you deal with different type of people every single day. And one thing I'm going to leave you with, because I actually have to go now, is make sure that you are not putting on a show for anybody. You are being yourself every single day. And if you don't know what it is to be you, learn you. Spend time with you. Until you spend time with you and start to love you. You don't know how to love you? Do that mirror work, which is going in the mirror and say, I love you. I do that. I literally, when I was learning how to love myself, this is what I'll do. I would be driving in the car, and if y'all know about Proctor, I watched The Secret, and he said, kiss yourself. So I literally be driving in a car, and my best friend, which was a girl at the time, she would be sitting next to me, and because she used to help me with my daughter, I'd be driving in the car, and I'll be, I love you, and she'd be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, loving me. When I started doing that and loving me, then I started to look and see what I love to do. And when the things that I love to do, I started to do, and I couldn't be bothered about who didn't like it. Obviously, you don't want to do things that, obviously, people, if you're like a addict, or you do drugs, or you drink a lot, then that is something you need to stop. And I did a podcast on this the other day. But anyhow, just learn to be you, love you, and don't let anybody tell you how you're supposed to be. You know how you're supposed to be. You're an adult. You make your choices, and if you choose to please people to make yourself unhappy, that's your choice. If you choose to be you, go there, get your clients, and I'm sure that they will fall in love with you. And that's it. Anyhow, I have to go. Thank you all for tuning in. Send your questions. You can put it in the comment section. comment section, just remember, if you put a comment in the comment section, you do get shout out on this channel. And I believe that is what I need to do. There have been times when I have hated myself also. Ricky, listen, I know, I know how what it is. And the reason why we hate ourselves because we didn't have people to love us and show us what love is. Because they themselves did not know what love is either. You know, and that is hard. It really is. You know, this girl that you see, this woman that you see sitting here, and I come and do my videos and I'm like super confident, you know, probably a little bit overconfident sometimes. I was there, I know. And that's why I'm writing my book. And I'll definitely, what I will start to do, I'll put my podcast in all of my videos. They're not bookkeeping related, just remember that. And maybe that can help y'all as well because I do reference stuff from my life on the podcast. And yeah, it will really help for those of you that do have issues, that do have controlling people around you, that you're completely lost and don't know how to take your where to take your life and what to do, um especially when it comes to loving you and being you. Like it could be a struggle sometimes and for a lot of people. And yeah, and people pleasing is something that we all need to stop. Well, I have stopped it. I can't be bothered what anyone thinks of me or what anyone wants to approve of me. I don't abuse drugs. I don't abuse alcohol. I don't abuse anything else because obviously there are other addictions that they are in life. I don't abuse things. I enjoy my life and I'm myself, and that's all you can ask for, and that's all you can be. And however you want people to treat you, you got to start treating people as well because it starts with you. Your life starts to change when you start to change. And then you start to eliminate those people that are not a benefit to you in your life. Anyhow, shush my mouth now. Ricky, you're going to have me all day. Here, if I don't stop this, I have to go and pick my daughter up from school. I am gone. Bye, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video. Maybe it may help some person, not only with bookkeeping, but definitely I've shared so much motivation right there. And I hope it does help you. And I look forward to seeing y'all probably further down in the week. I'll do another video. Bye. And end screen. It never likes to end, like at all. It's good. It's good. Bye.